Yeah, so, anyway, once upon a time, there's a man and wife,
Yes, hello. I'm Mary. Yes, Mary Hinge. Yes. Yes, and I'm Joseph.
And this chick, she got, she was pregnant, she got pregnant. Because he was just, jamming it there on his guitar when she told him that, she was expecting it.
Bill, I'm going back. You're going to hear the patter of tiny feet, Joseph. Why? Are we getting a budgie?
And she said, I've got some news for you.
Yes, indeed.
He said, well, lay it on me, And she said, well, I'm expecting, And he said, what, visitors? She said, no, No, she said, I'm going to have a baby, And he said, well, I've been nowhere near you, And she said, well, yeah. She said, there's that, but it's like an immaculate conception, And she said, is the son of God, And he said, Rod. And she said, no, God. And he said, look, he said, if you've been with Mick, I want to know, because he's, I know what Mick's like, he goes with everyone,
I'm warning you, Keith, be quiet, all right?
It was a bummer, man, Yeah, but, it was a drag, It was a drag for him, So anyway, 9 months later, she's about to drop one. And, they're riding along on a donkey, because that was the transport in those days. There was no Uber or anything like that. So, yeah, they're on a donkey and that, And she says, I think I'm going into labour, I'm going to have a baby, So they find this hotel, and they go into the hotel, And, it's like, they say to the guy anywhere to stay, and he says, we're booked up, man, He said, there's no room here, at the Holiday Inn, He said, but there's a barn at the back, He said, feel free, man, You just get round the back of there, you can get your head down, So meanwhile, these three hip guys, I say the hip guys, on camels,
Ooh, that's the one. Tosser, not bad.
Three kings, they call themselves, I don't know, man, but they're looking at a star, and they follow that star, and they get to where, Mary and Joseph are, Yeah, so anyway, these three kings, and then they turn up and and one of them says,
I've brought you some gold, man, Ooh.
And Joseph says, gold's good, it always keeps its value, doesn't it? I'll put it on eBay, get it on eBay, and get some money, And the other one said, he said, I brought you frankincense. Well, he didn't know what that was, man, what's frankincense,
I brought you frankincense, you know what I mean? Not bad.
Yeah, Frank Sinatra, I've heard of him, Frank Muir. He didn't know what it was. And then the other king, he said, well, I brought you some myrrh,
I brought you some myrrh, you know what I mean? Tosser.
He said, well, you brought me a sheep, no myrrh. He said, I thought sheep were myrrh, He said, no, it's myrrh, They had a laugh. And anyway, yeah. So, they seen the baby and they held him and
Up with this, I can't put, you know what I mean? That's the one. Tosser, you know what I mean? Prick, you know what I'm saying?
And that was it, and then they all spent Christmas and Boxing Night and everything watching the telly, because X Factor was on, all night, and then Strictly Dancing thing, that was on as well. They had a, boring time, as you do. And they went home, the three wise men.
See you, dickhead.
Joseph said, he said, I'll see you on the flip side, man, and they had a good time playing the guitar.
It's only words, and words are alright.
And they went home and that was it.
And the moral of the story is...
Shit happens, man.
Yes, indeed. Damn.